Good evening, everybody, and welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium for some USL Championship soccer action as Detroit City FC plays host to Orange County Soccer Club. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us wherever you are watching around the world. And John, as we look at the USL Championship Eastern Conference standings, Detroit City FC on the move.
And from where they began the season, propping up the table in 12th, this is a turnaround and a great run of form. Unbeaten in the last 4 matches. They've only conceded 1 goal in the last 4 matches. The turning point, that 5-1 loss down in Tampa, they knew that they needed to get a little nastier. They've done that, and it's moved them up the table to the precipice of a playoff place.
Absolutely, and they are in a prime position to continue that move. And this guy should help as we take a look at Detroit City FC's player to watch. Brought to you by the Finnish Long Drink, Dario Suarez. John, is Detroit City FC with shopping a little bit.
June 6th, they go to the transaction wire. They bring him in. They needed someone to season up that forward line. Skage Simonson still learning this division. Dario Suarez knows it backwards and forwards. He's used to scoring here at Keyworth, just wearing other teams' jerseys. Now he has a chance to be a fan favorite and score for the Northern Guard.
He certainly is a walking goal, second leading all-time scorer in FC Tulsa history. And speaking of goals for Orange County Soccer Club, Milan Ilaski is about as good as it gets. The Golden Boot winner last year. He's on pace to do it again.
6 goals in the 16 starts for him. He's someone who can find the net if you give him service. That's how to beat him, though. Shut off his getting the ball. You shut off his effectiveness. That's what City needs to do.
Tough to score if you don't have the ball. There is no doubt about that. When we come back, we will get you the starting 11s. And, of course, we will kick it Detroit City FC, Orange County Soccer Club. And we have it for you coming up next.
Do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Ooh, nice play. All right, you go. There we go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
I'll get back to work.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
DTE knows everyone has a preferred setting. Some like it cool, others warmer. Some like things slow, and others like it ASAP. Long, hot soak, or quick rinse. But whether it's a slow simmer or a fast boil, DTE makes sure that safe, reliable, cleaner natural gas is there for you, making every setting the perfect one. DTE.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit and Strohs is spoken here.
Detroit City FC is presented by Ally, the official financial services partner of DCFC. Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Misdig 811. Know what's below and visit misdig811.org before any digging project. Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. And Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. Welcome back inside Keyworth Stadium. Let's check out Detroit City FC's starting 11 presented by Detroit Medical Center. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare partner of Detroit City FC. A couple of, I guess you would say, non-familiar names to the starting 11 for Trevor James here tonight.
Yeah, he's been able to move Reese Williams back out onto the wing. You see O'Neal Fisher Jr. up there in the starting lineup as well. Robinson at the back line. Going to be interesting to see how they gel.
And for Orange County Soccer Club, presented by Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. And as we talked about in the open, John, it all revolves around number 7.
You got to deny him service. Yeah, McNulty's up there on the forward line with him, but it's really about Iloski, and you got to make sure he doesn't get the ball.
So we are just about ready to rock here at Keyworth. A beautiful evening. This is why you suffer through those Michigan winters for the nights like tonight. It is a perfect evening for soccer here in Hamtramck. Temperature at the opening kick, 81 degrees, and we are underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you at Keyworth Stadium, USL Championship soccer action. Early throw in here for Orange County, as Ryan Dogman will toss it in. Spent his last 2 seasons in the Norwegian First Division. There's a shot curled wide of the right post. Nate Steinwasser was tracking it. Mark McNulty, though, gave one a lash. McNulty played for Sheffield United 2014 to 2017, scored 10 goals during his time there. Nate Steinwasser gives it the boot. Orange County Soccer Club in those road black kits with the orange trim. And John, in honor of Pride Raiser Month, Detroit City FC with a little bit of orange trim as well.
Yeah, these are the special Pride kits that are being worn by DCFC teams all throughout the month of June here at home. The proceeds from the sales of the replica kits going to our Pride partner, the Ruth Ellis Center. And Neil, I know I speak for you as well when I say that the work that they've done in the Motor City to help youth and the LGBTQIA community is second to none, and a worthy partner and a worthy cause to support here during Pride Month.
No question about it. We'll have the information a little bit later on for you to get involved as that foul goes against Orange County Soccer Club. So make sure you stay tuned. Keep those phones handy as well. We'll give you a QR code. You can jump right in on that. Detroit City FC coming off a 0-0 draw at Memphis. Next up, they will be on the road at FC Tulsa Friday night at 9 o'clock. The next home match will be Wednesday, July 12th at 7:30. So we have not seen a lot of Le Rouge here at Keyworth during this stretch.
You know, but that's going to pay some dividends. And I know fans of Pride Raiser don't like one men's home match in June, but it's going to pay dividends toward the back end of the schedule. A lot of home matches down the stretch. That's going to help as DCFC pushes for a playoff spot.
The captain, Stephen Carroll, delivers it across the midfield line. Quick touch. Milan Iloski slots the pass, left side, cross. Steinwasser goes down and in traffic, able to corral it. Ryan Dogman with the cross. And Orange County Soccer Club a bit dangerous here in the early going.
I'll tell you what, and that's part of the evolution of Iloski's game. Yes, he was the Golden Boot winner last year. He's got 6 goals this year. He also has 3 assists to lead the team. So he's learned how to be a content producer as well as a goal scorer. And you saw that with the ball he left out there.
Milan Iloski, also with his brother Brian Iloski, former UCLA Bruins. They all played together. There were 3 brothers that played for UCLA. And during a match when they were playing against Washington in Pac-12 play, all 3 of them had a touch that resulted in a goal, which had to be pretty cool, I would imagine.
I would bet that the family was pretty proud.
Yes. Connor Rudd steps around, touches the pass. Gage Simonson went to make the turn with it, touched over the line.
First 4 minutes, and a little bit different start than we were expecting to see from Orange County. They are a team that, especially away from home, likes to be pretty compact defensively, and we see a lot of bodies behind the ball here. But they've been a little more expansive in trying to win midfield and get forward, and I'm not quite sure if City was expecting them to be on the front foot like they were as early as they have been.
First 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare partner for Detroit City FC. Cross sent over by Ben Morris, touched out. This will be the first corner opportunity. Corner kicks presented by Mistig 811. Know what's below and visit mistig811.org before any digging project. Five minutes in the books here at Keyworth. Detroit City FC looking for their first opportunity. And certainly want to take advantage of the set piece. Maxi Rodriguez. Sends it in, it's headed away. Reese Williams gathers it. Williams sends it in, it's cut back out. O'Neal Fisher getting the start for Detroit City FC, 40th overall pick by the Seattle Sounders back in the MLS draft in 2015. Played nearly 100 matches for the Seattle Sounders during his career there. 20 matches played for the Jamaican national team as well. Fisher's cross is cut out. This will be another throw for City. Right into the 18. Flicked ahead by Skage Simonson, and the whistle sounds. And folks, we were talking about the Pride Raiser kits earlier on, and you can scan the QR code on your screen right now to contribute to Pride Raiser 2023. All June, you can pledge money for every home goal scored. All donations benefit the Ruth Ellis Center, a trailblazing organization supporting LGBTQ+ Detroit youth since 1999.
And Pride Raiser, how that works, if you're not familiar, that was a fundraising initiative started actually by supporters here at Detroit City Football Club and also down in Chattanooga as well with Chattanooga FC. And it came from the early amateur days of DCFC as a way to help out and raise funds. And it has grown from there into a North America-wide fundraising initiative. Supporters groups for clubs around the country raising money to help LGBTQ+ organizations all around the United States. You make a pledge per goal scored, and for every home goal that is scored by both the men's and women's teams for Detroit City here in the month of June, you make that donation to Ruth Ellis Center. PrideRaiser.org.
Side volley sent ahead. Devin Almermensa does well to get it back to Nate Steinwasser. Some pressure from Maxi Rodriguez. He has to bust back for the defensive responsibilities. Kyle Scott with the switch. Owen Lamb out there in space. His service into the box. Steinwasser makes the grab again. So, John, we've seen a lot of goal-to-goal action. Not a lot in terms of passes connecting, but there is some pace to the match.
And more pace than I thought there would be. I thought this would be a match that would get bogged down in midfield because both sides pride themselves on being very resolute defensively.
And both have been as of late. Goals have been tough to come by.
Absolutely. And what we've seen is when you are a team that builds yourself on being that good defensively, and that's what City have done, you don't want to leave yourself open at the back, and that can sometimes bog you down in midfield. That hasn't been the case tonight.
Marcus Knockin plays it back. That ball nearly went over the goal line. Colin Shuttler, the keeper for Orange County. Played his college soccer at Virginia, was a 48th pick by FC Dallas in the 2021 MLS draft. 1.14 goals against average, 65% save percentage, 4 clean sheets. Ben Morris unable to keep it together with that possession. Here's Lamb working through. Lamb couldn't quite catch up to it. Just a little too much mustard on the hot dog.
So that attack down the wing really was made possible by City getting too tight in midfield, all right? You want 2 players to close on the ball. And we've seen City, through this run of form where they've only conceded 1 goal, getting better at bringing a second player toward the ball. But you bring the second player in, you want to have a little space between you. Because if you're right next to each other, then you open up a passing lane to the outside to lay a through ball through. And that allowed the wing to get open, the passing lane was open, and Orange County came through with it.
Stephen Carroll, the captain, lays it up towards midfield. Nobody on the other end for Detroit City. Only Partida was up there.
See, now watch the way City chased the ball there. See the 2 players? They're a little wider that time, and the service, because of that, was loopier. That allows the back line to catch up to it.
Ryan Dogman. As that one played out.
There's a guy who found his form against Hartford, Ben Morris, picking up some goals.
Dogman up the left side. Dogman's cross played away by Stephen Carroll. Will be a corner, however, for Orange County.
Yeah, but that's a workmanlike effort by Carroll.
We've seen that on a couple of occasions here tonight. Detroit City FC, whether it be midfield, the defenders there busting back. That's a want-to proposition. You have to want to do that.
Yep, absolutely. Those are, especially on a night like tonight where cramping is going to be an issue late. Hydration is going to be an issue late. Those are miles off the clock.
It is rare you get an evening with 0 wind here at Keyworth, but that is the story here this evening. Scissor attempt off the bicycle. Actually started out sideways, gave it the full-on bicycle over the top of the bar. Those are always fun, though.
You know what? They're worldies when they go in.
Yeah.
They're not worldies when they don't come off. Good body positioning. The header back in.
This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by the University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. Find the right program at umflint.edu. Connor Rutz flicks that one back. Powers able to gain control for Orange County. Rutz able to take the control back, and Oniel Fisher will be the first one to tell you he wants that touch back. Yoloski plays it across. Now Mumensa anticipates it beautifully.
So far, really impressed.
Simonson taken down, and it will not be a booking. However, it is a foul.
It's only our 2nd whistle in 13 minutes, Neil. Letting them play a little more physically tonight. Now, 13 minutes in, this is usually about the time when you say, what are your early impressions? Here is the early impression. City have done exactly what they need to do with Yoloski. His 2 most effective moments were in playing passes. If you can confine him to that all night, it's going to be a good night. So nice job to Mark Yoloski, especially advancing through midfield. City need to do a better job of moving quicker up the wings. They've allowed Orange County to be forward and pressing them and giving them too much time to track back when they come down the wings on the other side. That having been said, for as far forward as Orange County have been through the first 14 minutes, City's defense have been outstanding. No real threats.
And offensively, both sides really looking to connect with that second pass, third pass. And there's another example of it. Just never making that second connection, but again, the match is young.
Those will open up, frankly, with fatigue.
That is true.
As you start to see the miles come off the clock and the wear on the tires gets a little thin.
Well, especially here this evening, right? We talked about there is no breeze. The pitch, just as the pitch is everywhere, tends to run 15, 20 degrees hotter than the air temperature.
Yep.
Opening kick, we were at, what, 81, 82 degrees, so you can do the math there. You're looking at maybe triple figures. Now, that number will come down as the sun sets and everything like that. But right now, you're burning some fuel out there.
With no breeze, the humidity just sits there. It sits on you. This is how much respect City are giving Ilaski. Really, they've got an extra man in midfield trying to cut off early service to him. That's a nice cutout. Now do something with it.
Morris had it taken away. Partida snaps it ahead. Seth Kasipli played that one up, but it will go out for a goal kick. But John, again, just Orange County as well. No second pass, no third pass that connects.
Well, the second pass and third pass are what beat you. It's, you know, and you and I have talked about for years. It's never about how you get beat. It's about how you respond to getting beat.
Right.
And if
what mistakes do you get away with?
And, you know, it goes back to a conversation that I had back when I was covering the baseball team here in Detroit, the Tigers, and I know you've had similar ones. Every pitcher out there is going to make 7 or 8 bad pitches in a start. Do you get punished for those bad pitches? And there are going to be mistakes. Can you come back and recover from that? And both teams have done well so far.
This portion of the match brought to you by DTE Energy. No matter where you are in your energy efficiency journey, DTE can help. Learn more at dteenergy.com/save energy. Lejo, Maxi Rodriguez looking to start some fireworks.
That's a formidable pair to have over the ball.
Lejo steps over. Maxi Rodriguez will drive it towards the back post, and once again, just a little too much on it.
He'll want that back. With the way City's set up on set pieces, that needs to be a lob wedge, not a 9-iron. Just put it in there, allow the header to come across the box.
Outlet. Ilaski. 1v1 in the corner. Last year's Golden Boot winner. And again, City defensively forcing the Ilaski pass. Now he makes his turn towards the top of the D. Ilaski will let it go and sends it wide. But he was able to create his own space, John.
And that's what he can do. Watch the angle for Ilaski as to whether or not he can get half a yard. If he can get half a yard and feel like you're behind him, he turns the body very well into a shooting position very quickly. He's coming across there. He's got a defender closing. What does he do? Use the defender as a screen, turn the body, and strike. Now he had to cut it back across his body so it wasn't going to be on target. But that's how quickly he can put himself in a shooting motion.
22 goals last year for Milan Ilaski. And that foul will go against Partida. Skage Simonson down.
Now Partida's had a couple of pushing and shoving occurrences tonight. First time he's really been whistled.
So Maxi Rodriguez, Lejo. Will line up. Maxi Rodriguez will get another crack at it. You know he wants to deliver, and there's a good look at last year's Golden Boot winner, Milan Ilaski. Rodriguez drives it into the mixing bowl, and it's headed away.
I see what Maxi's trying to do. He's gotten a little too deep twice now. You want the first contact with that to be north of the 6-yard box. You get too far down toward the byline and into that 6-yard box. Tough to really put the second touch in a good spot.
Maxi Rodriguez settles it down. Nifty touch up ahead. Amu Mensah steps up to take it away.
We've seen a slow shift in the last 4 or 5 minutes, Neil, of Orange County being the dominant team in midfield. Now I think City have a little bit of an upper hand at the moment. Orange County's been able to get through, but City much better finding space on the wings. Much better distributing the ball.
Dogman with it along the touchline. Bodies collide and goes just over the line. This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is your ticket to great Detroit City FC seats. Quick throw. Boy, Ilaski was lurking.
That's what you like to see. That's a beautiful job to rush the keeper.
The pressure bears fruit, however, for City. Lejo will swing it out. Orange County Soccer Club, as we talked about, coming in on a pretty good run of form. Detroit City FC wanted the handball, did not get it. They had a 3-0 win at FC Tulsa. Stephen Carroll tracks back to recover.
Worth noting, though, that was their first win away from home all year.
They are 1-4-2, and we talked about that with Morten Carlson, their head coach, in our weekly broadcast call, as that ball outletted for Dogman. And once again, O'Neal Fisher does the job. It's tough. You're out there in the Los Angeles area. Any trips you have out east are going to be just long, grinding trips. And he said he even underestimated it when he made his move out to the West Coast. He said it is something that is real.
And to his credit, he owned it, man. When you asked him about the run of form away from home, he said, yeah, it was a mental block for us.
That ball's headed in to the back of the net. Ilaski puts Orange County in the lead here in the 23rd minute.
Well, for 21 minutes, Detroit City FC did a heck of a job marking Ilaski. In the last 90 seconds, they gave him more space than he should have had all night combined. That ball goes up in the air, and people stopped. And Ilaski, watch how much space he ends up getting here.
He's all by himself.
That's a late closing defender, makes it look closer than it is. But you cannot give the Golden Boot winner 3 yards of space from 12 yards out. That is tough.
Ilaski's 7th goal of the season. He had the first goal last match against FC Tulsa.
So now we see how City responds. If you take a look at their last 4 matches, and going back really more than that, They scored first in their 2 wins. They were able to use their defense after that to hang on. Now they're behind again here at Keyworth Stadium. How do you respond? How do you break down what over time with a lead will become a more compact Orange County Soccer Club defense? You got to find the window in the bus.
Nate Steinwasher will walk it out.
And by the way, credit to Ilowski. That was a well-placed header.
At the angle he was on, it was amazing he got that much pace on it. It looked kind of awkward, didn't it? And he was able to bounce it high
and
perfectly in the corner.
On a turf pitch, that's how you're going to be the keeper. Get down there, get that bounce. And when you're hitting, when that goal is hitting the side netting before it hits the back of the net, you have made it as tough as possible for a keeper to make that save. And that's why he's the Golden Boot winner.
Milan Ilowski signed a homegrown contract with Real Salt Lake. Played 2 matches for the MLS side. But he has found his form. Certainly last year, and he has kept his form into this year. Shuttler plays it over the line, so a throw coming in for Detroit City. This portion of our broadcast presented by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are proud to be the premier sponsor of Detroit City FC. Maxi Rodriguez settles it down. O'Neal Fisher with the touch. Well, John, look at Orange County SC. Even with that goal lead, and we've seen this a lot here at Keyworth, when teams get a goal, they will fall back. But you saw some heavy pressure there from Kyle Scott, just staying up, staying in the hip pocket of all the Detroit City midfielders.
In fairness, of all the matches we've done so far this year, I think Orange County is acquitting themselves best of any road team, coming forward and keeping the pressure on.
They've walked in the door and put it all out there, John. O'Neal Fisher with the misfire. Dogman will throw it in. Boy, beautiful touch there by Scott. Ilowski tried to slot the pass across. Ball hit the official. Nifty back heel. Laid off. Turning with it, Brian Ilowski. City does well to regroup. But Orange County still with the possession. McNulty tried to touch, but Amu Mensah plays it away.
Neil, they've added an extra man to midfield. Normally, and we've seen Orange County play at times this year a 4-1-4-1. We are not seeing that today. They're at 3 at the back right now. They've put an extra man forward in the midfield. They have pressed City hard. It's a really good early start by Orange County.
And John, we talked about it. You brought this point up probably about 15 or so minutes ago. The touches for Milan Ilowski were few. When he did get the touches, there wasn't much that was going on with it. Dogman the target here. His cross comes through. Amu Mensah heads it away. But John, the strikers for Detroit City FC just have not gotten the ball. We haven't called their names. The Wilker up, the build up to The offensive attack just hasn't been there as of yet.
It is telling that 29 minutes in here, all right, third of the way through the match. The only time I've mentioned a city forward is Ben Morris running at a keeper with the ball.
Beautiful dummy.
Nice.
Going down, and officials not buying that performance. Ball cleared out towards midfield. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage, and what do we have? We have a player down for Detroit City FC.
There was a pretty hard challenge.
Yes.
After the penalty ask that was not whistled. I would have to see a replay on it to take a look. I thought initially it was a good decision. So this is the penalty shout. And good job not making a penalty decision. And then you play it out wide. And as we continue to run, here is the second challenge. Or no, we didn't get a shot of the challenge to put the city player down on the side. It was a sliding challenge. I thought for a moment that the city player had jumped over it, but he goes down as a result.
So play restarts. McNulty the target. Maxi Rodriguez. Again, up towards the front line, just no action there for the city attack. Overlapping run, the cross over top of the bar. Steinwasser with the goal kick. All right, we do have a look at it now.
So here's the challenge. See, I don't know that he actually makes contact there. I think part of going down there was having to jump out of the way of the challenge. But I don't know that it was a clear out from that angle.
Here we have a stoppage. Maureen Lilla, the athletic training staff for Detroit City FC, will come out. Looks like it could be a cramping issue, perhaps. Let's get you our Fago trivia question. What was the first Detroit City FC team that Detroit City FC played that was from the state of California? You can tweet your answers at Detroit City FC, and you can win a $15 Kroger gift card, good for Fago products. And we will get you the answer in the second half. So what was the first team that Detroit City ever played from the state of California? And again, tweet your answers at Detroit City FC, and you have the opportunity to win a Kroger gift card. So we will have an early substitution. Boy, Le Jope, I believe, is coming out of this match, John. And Dominic Gasso will come in. So the youngster in a big, big spot. Side down a goal here. 2/3 of the match still to play, and let's see. Le Jope was standing there.
And he just goes down. While we have a moment, I know there are some Orange County Soccer Club fans watching us tonight at the Harp Inn in Costa Mesa, California. So to all of you who have gathered to tune in and watch your club on the road, you got to be pretty happy 33 minutes in.
There is the substitution. Of course, substitutions for Detroit City brought to you by CVY. Wear it, feel it, play it. CVY Luxury Performance Wear. Early sub here for Trevor James. And Detroit City FC, McNulty, the touch out into space. Can Lamb track it down? He cannot.
So this is going to change things a little bit for Detroit City FC, Neil. You lose Le Jope. He is another one of the guys that can score from distance.
Yes.
Dominic is a great workmanlike player for what Trevor James wants to do. You're not losing effort. You are losing a little bit of that threat on set pieces and open shooting lanes from about 25 yards that can trouble the keeper. So that shifts who needs to be further forward and producing.
And further emphasizes your service to your attackers. But this is a big, big moment here for Dominic Gasso, and he's been impressive. Make no mistake about it, as a youngster, he's come in and he has done the job for Detroit City FC. I know that Trevor James has certainly liked what he's seen out of Gasso on a USL Academy contract for now. So we will see how things play out, but Gasso certainly has impressed. And a corner awarded to Orange County.
I'll tell you what, he's someone who is young, and as you said, on that academy deal, but he is certainly someone who is provided solid bench support, and Trevor James clearly trusts him. All right, Iloski up front. Look at the way Iloski is pinning himself to Steinwasser down there. See, there, Steinwasser and Iloski in the close-up two-shot on your screen there. This is how much, and he's going to want that area to be crowded by City defenders, and the corner a little short.
Stephen Carroll put an end to the threat. Dogman is back, and he will send that one up ahead for a goal kick coming up for Nate Steinwasser. Gives us an opportunity to let you know about this week's youth team of the match. Detroit City FC 2012 Boys Gold, coached by Cooper Baker. The team went undefeated at this year's Island Cup, playing to 2 wins and 1 draw. Great job, everybody.
That's a good foul decision. Cam climbed up over the top, put the arm on the back, and pushed. Those are really easy for the referee to whistle. Maxi Rodriguez trying for a little real estate acquisition.
And he was actually awarded that real estate acquisition by the referee, Alejo Calume. Stephen Milhon is the first assistant referee. Eric Del Rosario, the second referee. And the fourth official is Nikrad Fete. This portion of the match presented by Strategic Staffing Solutions, people-powered, customer-centered, community champions. Maxi Rodriguez makes the turn. Stephen Carroll looking to go direct to Oniel Fisher. Pass asked a question, but it did not reach its destination, but a throw here for City. Into the 18.
Workmanlike job by Orange County's defense.
And now they flip this into an opportunity. Iloski making a run towards the top of the D. Pass instead goes inside. McNulty coming back to play it away. City relieves the pressure temporarily. Powers will play it back to the keeper, Shuttler. So we'll watch that one roll away. Steinwasser will get the goal kick. Nate Steinwasser, sparkling 0.93 goals against average, 5 clean sheets, a 76% save percentage. He's third in the USL Championship in saves. And oh, by the way, it's tied for the Detroit City FC team lead in assists.
And what
he'd be upset if I didn't bring that up.
That's true.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories from this season about Nate, who those of you watching may not know, is also an accountant. Trevor James, in one of our broadcast calls a while back, was talking about how Nate knows every bit of what's in the contract for bonuses. And when he got that assist, he looked over at the bench and apparently made a motion like, that's an assist bonus. Man knows what's out there.
Yes. Gasso. O'Neal Fisher. How about Ilaski tracking back? The man who won the Golden Boot last season, 7 goals this year. And there he is along the goal line defending.
And that's not, I'm not used to seeing that as much from a Fox in the box kind of striker the way he is. He's picked and some really good passes today. They've been cut out by City's defense, but
it's been interesting. This is the first opportunity I've had to call his matches, and just how versatile he's not just a back to goal, dump it into him, have him go to work, and he gets a bunch of goals as the byproduct. He is the total package, John. He has been everywhere out here on this pitch. He's done everything that's been asked and more. He's been a lot of fun to watch.
He has, and I tell you what, more than I think Morten Carlson wanted to tell us about it in the broadcast call on Friday, because I asked him about what type of a forward he was, and he said he's a guy that needs service to score. Well, he's doing his part to help his team out to get service on the other end by coming all the way back down into the defensive third and making plays.
As you said, Morten Carlson, the head coach for Orange County SC, spent the last 3 years as an assistant coach in the Danish Superliga. So certainly has that heavy European influence. Beautiful build up here. Connor Rutz in some space. Skage Simonson with him. Rutz makes his move. Rutz the shot. And that will go wide. I believe it was deflected. And this will be a corner kick coming up for Detroit City FC. And corners presented by Mistig 811. Know what's below and visit mistig811.org before any digging project.
This better from City on the wing. Nice cut in by Connor Rutz. Rutz through 3 bodies. Had 2 runners toward the back post. But when you haven't had really a shot on target all match, sometimes you see people trying to have a go.
Corner played short. Maxi Rodriguez, his attempted cross was knocked down. And Orange County will relieve the pressure. O'Neal Fisher with a man on, and it's taken away by McNulty. And McNulty will give it a go and bangs it off the post from midfield.
That was almost a Rooney.
The defender fell down, and Nate Steinwasser was tracking away to be a relief valve on a pass. And that was just awful timing, but a fortunate clank off the post for Detroit City.
I watched Wayne Rooney do this against Fulham for Manchester United, and from almost the halfway line, O'Neal Fisher blows a tire. He catches the keeper off the line, and Steinwasser was beat. If that's on frame, it's 2-0. And he hits the post. And that would have been an unkind cut for City.
This portion of the match presented by Ally, proud to be the official financial services partner of DCFC. You can learn more at ally.com. So 1 minute away as we cross into the 45th minute, 1 minute away from stoppage time. And John, Orange County has pretty much had the you want to win a road match blueprint, and they've been following it step by step.
It has been a near perfect half for them, and you got to give them credit. Pressing City hard, not immediately going into the shell when they got the first goal, which some clubs do here at Keyworth. Trevor James has said for a lot of clubs, coming to an atmosphere like Keyworth is a cup final for everybody. Handball, and City will have a free kick here. They have done most everything right, and Milan Ilowski showing what he can do in space on the game's only goal. City fell asleep for 30 seconds, left him open, and that's why Orange County have a lead. But they have unsettled City for most, if not all, of the first 45 minutes.
So there will be 2 minutes of stoppage time, and as always, stoppage time brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer partner of Detroit City FC. How about those boots right there? Those boots have a lot of goals in them. And there is an opportunity that just goes by the board for Detroit City.
That's the service you want. 3 runners, and there was, as you all want to say, partner, a little too much mustard on the hot dog. That's a tidge slower. It's 1-1 because somebody on the back on the post is going to get it.
One more look at it.
See, that's fizzing low service like that, but well placed. 2 runners, just too fast for him. Best chance really of the match for City, and it comes 45 minutes in.
Shuttler pings it down the pitch. Amu Mensah. Steinwasser. So the best opportunity of the evening so far for City. Here in the final moment of the first half. Skage Simonson, can he track it down? He's able to. O'Neal Fisher will pick it up. Looking for a quick throw, sends it into the box. O'Neal Fisher tried to give it a lash. Instead, Maxi Rodriguez collects it.
I think one of the questions going into the second half, based on the way the forward line have played today so far for City, at what point do we see Dario Suarez, and for whom? Right now, I would think it would be Dario for Skage, who hasn't really been able to establish himself in the first 45 minutes. But I think we'll see Dario Suarez at some point in the second half.
O'Neal Fisher, beautiful layoff, but it's cleared out. And that will bring the end of the first half. But John, as we said, got to give a lot of credit to Orange County SC. They have ran the playbook of how to win a match on the road, chapter by chapter.
Well, as you called it, partner, this is probably the blueprint of how to come in and establish yourselves at Keyworth for 45 minutes. Good pressing, good midfield play. The striker did his job when he had the opportunity, and City haven't been able to respond in kind. The wings that are so central to them, they haven't been able to find their form. It's a fair result after 45 minutes.
Make sure you stick around for the half, as we will get you the news and notes and everything, get you up to date, as halftime is brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 45 minutes down, Orange County SC with the 1-0 lead.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. Drink some Stroh's, alright. He's gonna
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
So you should see the report in your inboxes in just 1 second.
This is what should have happened. At least 3 days before starting his project, Bob should have called 811 or went to missdig811.org to have his local utility providers locate and mark the location of buried lines in his yard. Dig safely.
Okay, so you should see your report in your inboxes now.
Call Miss Dig 811.
This is how legends are made.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads, or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month.
Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. 45 minutes down, Orange County SC with the 1-0 lead. So Detroit City FC certainly will be thirsty for some goals here in the second half. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for DCFC, and it's just a quick stop here at home to pack a few things for the next road trips.
You know what, though? You got to get points on the road trip. The first road trip got you back in the playoff push. You got to go to a Tulsa team that you can beat, get some points. Got to try to get some points at New Mexico. Got to win your home match against Loudoun before you get into the two tough ones against Pittsburgh and Lou City. You want to have points in the bank before you get to those matches. Another tough stretch that could really help define the season.
Well, as we said in the open, a new addition for Detroit City FC just a couple of weeks ago, Dario Suarez. Here's a closer look at the man that Detroit City FC just acquired.
Hola, me llamo Dario Suárez, soy delantero y juego para DCFC. Empecé con 7 años o 6 años en Cuba, en un parque cerca de mi casa y quedé enamorado del fútbol. Me fui creciendo poco a poco en las categorías menores de mi ciudad hasta llegar a representar el equipo nacional menores de 17, sub-20 y después la selección de mayores. Me identifico como un jugador que soy bien luchador, nunca se da por vencido. Y creo que eso puede ayudar bastante a incrementar la energía positiva en el equipo. He tenido algunas conversaciones con el entrenador, él está tratando de encontrar la mejor manera donde yo puedo ayudar al equipo. Como he jugado varias posiciones en los últimos años en mi carrera, creo que puedo jugar toda la parte de arriba del ataque en el equipo y así poder ayudarlo en todo lo que el equipo necesite y lo que el coach me pida. Mi meta con el club es poder clasificar a los playoffs, llegar a pelear tú a tú con los equipos que están establecidos en la liga para ver si podemos tener un campeonato para esta ciudad que creo que se lo merece. A mí siempre me ha impresionado mucho la manera de los fanáticos en este club. Ellos tienen para mí una de las mejores aficiones de Estados Unidos. Creo que ponen un ambiente espectacular dentro de la cancha y fuera también. He tenido bastante suceso enfrentando a este equipo, pero ya eso quedó en el pasado. Ahora quiero ayudar a construir algo bien bonito en el presente y poder lograr algo grande en el futuro. Voy a dejar todo para que olviden esas cosas que sucedieron y empiecen a querer las que van a suceder. Ahora estoy esperando para hacer el debut en casa. Va a ser la primera vez que voy a jugar en casa para el equipo y estoy muy emocionado de poder hacer algunas ayudas y traer unos buenos resultados al club. Creo que vamos a tener una buena relación. Voy a trabajar bien fuerte para eso.
So 1-0 Orange County SC with the lead. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's continues, and we will get you everything going on with the USL when we return. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league, the USL Super League. built for the future of women's soccer, bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Are you serious?
You deserve that.
That's just for you. Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, here we go.
At Ally, we're helping millions of people save for their people. Whoever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Welcome back to Keyworth Stadium. 1-0, Detroit City FC trailing to Orange County SC. Let's get you caught up with the scores and everything going around the USL Championship, the news and notes, and all of it. As we first stop with the news and the notes, and of course, John, we talked a lot about it. Pride Month going on. Dominique Wilkins, a Hall of Famer, in the fold now with the Birmingham Legion. So a lot going on.
You know what? He might not have beaten Michael Jordan in the slam dunk contest, but between the two, as a sports owner, I would prefer Dominique Wilkins. And I'm already looking at that Phoenix and Memphis match coming up on ESPN2. We've got a team that's in third place in the conference and a team that's rising through the table. Going to be a good match.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of the table and scores and everything going on, Dominique Wilkins jumped on with the winner. Birmingham Legion got it going a little bit. They got a big win on Wednesday night. San Diego Loyal, this is of interest. Pittsburgh Riverhounds, San Diego Loyal with the lead in that match.
And you take a look also at Tulsa, that has really found a rough run of form since they made that trade with DCFC, going down to Memphis in midweek as well. So they need to find something quickly in the Eastern Conference.
Let's take a look at some of the big-time matchups coming up in the USL upcoming schedule. And John, as you take a look, I know what you'll do. You'll go home tonight, you'll fire up the ESPN Plus app, and you'll be checking everything out.
I'll be checking out Memphis and Charleston, hoping to get the second half of that one in my watching, because I'll tell you what, those are two clubs that are playing really good ball right now. Just a fun night of games in the USL.
Absolutely. Late night action as well at 11 o'clock, San Antonio and Sacramento. We'll come back with the second half in just a couple of moments. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's.
Brilliant Detroit's mission is to help create kid success neighborhoods where all the kids and the families have what they need to be healthy, getting education and family support. We do that by getting houses in the middle of the neighborhood that we repurpose to really serve as a central hub. We are currently nestled in neighborhoods in Detroit. We are represented in every district, and our goal is to have 24 in the next 4 years.
Literacy is a gateway from poverty, and we want our children to be well-versed as well as well-prepared.
We want to make sure that kids are ready for kindergarten and they're reading at grade level by 3rd grade. The statistics are clear, right? You're learning to read up to 3rd grade, you're reading to learn after that. If you do not know how to read or read well, you're going to be behind.
all this stuff has really just been great for a dad to be able to go to a program, get this help academically.
So when we go home, we won't have to feel ashamed that we can't help our kids with a homework package, because at the same time, as they're growing, we're growing too.
And what we really want to do is accomplish what I would call population level growth. So grow enough where we can fundamentally change the statistics.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness. We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
1-0 Orange County Soccer Club with the lead over Detroit City FC through 45 minutes of play here on a beautiful night at historic Keyworth Stadium. Let's take a look at how it all went down. And John, you and I were just talking during the break. This is up there as one of the better halves we have ever seen a road team come into Keyworth and play by Orange County Soccer Club.
From the start, Orange County on the ball, and they started in the 13th minute, and Detroit City was threatened, but not really, by an early bicycle kick that goes over the bar. It's a worldie if it goes in. This one was not a worldie. Then Milanovsky gave us the opportunity as Detroit City FC put in a service toward the end line, and that really was typical of their first half. Almost, but never really threatening goal to a point where Orange County needed to worry. Then Milanovsky in the 23rd minute gets a chance, and the ball played out to him. He finds a shooting lane, and he's going to score. You give him 3 yards from 12 yards out. He scores the opening goal of the match, and City fell asleep defensively. You can't leave him that wide open. When he is all alone and unchallenged, good things are going to happen. The reigning Golden Boot winner makes it 1-0.
And then a near disaster for Detroit City FC. As you see O'Neal Fisher lose his footing. Steinwasser was coming out to be a relief valve. And look at that, clanging off the left post. That could have been disastrous for LaRouche.
And that's just a player with his head up and good awareness to catch Nate Steinwasser off the line, not expecting O'Neal Fisher to lose his balance. You have a goal, and the post from halfway saves Nate Steinwasser. Take a look at the stats. That's all you need to know. No shots on target for Detroit City. They don't have as much possession. They don't necessarily love possession, but you certainly don't want 56% of possession with intent on the other side. Orange County out shooting them 6-3. Only one shot on target between the two teams, but it went in the back of the net for Orange County. And you know, you and I have talked about the fact that Orange County has been precise in this first half of football, absolutely surgical with the way they've come in. City need to find a way to even things out here in the second half and have a better shot at possession.
So we're just about ready to rock here for the second half of action. It's Detroit City FC and Orange County Soccer Club. And you see there the Northern Guard with the blue smoke for colon cancer awareness in honor of Detroit City FC. Josh Prentice, who has colon cancer and is here in the building. And John initially was able to set the colon cancer back, heard some unfortunate news, and really made it a priority to be here tonight.
It was important to him to have a night with the Detroit City FC community and to come out and see friends of his that have supported City with him since the club's inception over a decade ago. And the Northern Guard you saw in our open tonight right below the drums with a banner that says Josh Prentice, City legend. And he has been, because the supporters are as much a part of DCFC as the club are.
No question about that. So second half action underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you at Keyworth Stadium. And this portion of the broadcast presented by American Home Fitness. Play like a champion and train like a champion with equipment from American Home Fitness.
And you know, that's a good run of play.
Simonson at the top of the D, and there's a chip by Morris, and the stop is made by Shuttler. Ben Morris very nearly equalized.
Shuttler hasn't been challenged all night. He was challenged there, and he was up to it. Strong hand, even more strong wrist. Watch his wrist as he goes to tip this ball over. If it's a weak wrist, this is going in the top corner. The strike on really makes the hand, the touch save. Without strong arm, strong wrist, that's going in the back of the net. Really good play.
Corner brought to you by Misdig811.org for Detroit City. Know what's below. Visit Misdig811.org before any digging project. Boy, that was a great look at it by our camera crew here at Keyworth.
They're the best in the business.
Ball swung in. Nobody on the other side for Detroit City FC. And John, how cool is this as we get a look at Josh Prentice right now taking in the action.
He's down in the owner's suite tonight.
Yep.
Here with family. And while we see him, look, this is a man dealing with colon cancer. Get your colonoscopies. You and I both had a chance to work with Jamie Samuelson, for a Detroit radio personality who lost a battle with colon cancer.
Reese Williams the cross, and Connor Rutz just couldn't get there in time.
It's not too early. People have been getting colonoscopies earlier and earlier. Get checked out.
Steinwasser back up with it. So John, here just under 3 minutes into the second half, already we've seen City maybe more dangerous than they were the entire first half.
Getting back to a little bit of the nasty Trevor James has been talking about. Got to be a little nastier, control the ball in midfield a little better, press forward, have the courage that your defenders are going to be there for you at the back.
Skagay Simonson, the touch. Couldn't find Rutz with it. And that cross cut out. Maxi Rodriguez. Beautiful 1-2 buildup. Maxi has it. Orange County just forming a wall, though, at the 18 line. There were 5 defenders really within a breath of Maxi Rodriguez.
This is what I expected more from Orange County from the start.
Me too.
Martin Carlson told us he likes his team to be compact defensively. And this is compact defensively.
Amu Mensah to throw it in. Gasso, who came in for Les Jope, who went out with injury early in this match. Robinson getting the Iloski assignment. Now an opportunity, stepping up, left foot shot. Steinwasser sends it away. Brian Dogman. A beautiful attempt, but Nate said no.
That was at Steinwasser, so it might look easier than it was, but when you have that much pace on a shot like that, keepers have to be really in good position, and Steinwasser was.
Let's see it one more time.
Take a look at Nate on this. First off, you let a guy run into the penalty area, you're asking for trouble. Steinwasser in a pretty good position there, and here's the backside angle of that. Steinwasser using the momentum of the body to get behind the ball, push that away.
Ball comes through the middle. Brian Iloski was looking to get that possession, but instead Steinwasser has it. Steinwasser drives it. That whistle will go against Detroit City FC. As we talked about earlier, Detroit City FC and their Pride Razor kits. Make sure you hit up the Detroit City FC website. DetroitCityFC.com. Do some shopping like Mr. John Krieger does.
Man, I had to wear it tonight just to support the cause. Pride Raiders are very close to my heart for the good that it has done.
Amu Mensah in there and gets the whistle. Foul goes against Brian Ilaski. As we talked about the brother Milan Ilaski. Also went to UCLA, drafted by the Colorado Rapids, was Brian. Passed on that opportunity, however, to play in the Polish League. Did play 15 matches for LA Galaxy 2 back in 2019. And there is a look at Morten Carlson.
He has not experienced too many nights like this in the Dutch leagues.
No.
This is not a comfortable night.
Reese Williams with some good work. Gasso, Robinson. Ball's going the wrong direction though for Detroit City.
Had a good first 5 minutes, but they've allowed Orange County to really dominate in midfield again and press forward again.
Boy, good job by Gasso to keep that possession and then find O'Neal Fisher. Maxi Rodriguez the switch. This is what City needs. Reese Williams 1v1. Another switch. Fisher in some space. Can he track it down? No.
But you know what? That's the first time tonight we've seen two really good switches back to back.
Right.
Got to do that. Got to move touchline to touchline, reverse the field, open things up.
John, I always talk about defending, how it's a want-to affair. But for City right now, especially, talked about how compact Orange County has been. And we've seen times where they've had 5 along the 18 line on one attacker for Detroit City FC. It's going to be a want-to proposition, too, in terms of switch after switch, just trying to create a seam.
Yep, you're going to have to get, because the switches are where you can finally force someone to overcommit on you. And it's the overcommittal that leaves a passing lane behind it, which is where good teams take advantage of things. Also, frankly, the other thing that Orange County are doing by keeping 5 back in defense, you know what they're not doing while they're back of 5 in defense? Running. You know how that helps? It's really humid. Yes. And we talked about the fact that you don't want to burn and take miles off the tires. They've got their goal. They are daring City to come to them defensively, but also hassling enough in midfield that they haven't had to really overextend their shape.
Steinwasser sends it out. Kasipli turns back. Another former MLS draft pick. Portland Timbers back in 2015. And Amu Mensah mixing it up. And he was wrapped up with Brian Ilaski. And it got physical.
And somebody's gotten a booking for dissent. That wasn't for the foul. That was for the talking after the foul. And now he's having that explained to him. Card came out late. Amu Mensah gets in there and gets thrown down. The first challenge was hard. That is not legal.
Skage Simonson couldn't get it under control.
Oh, nice
leave. Beautiful drop off, as you said, John. Partida. Ilaski gets around Steinwasser. Steinwasser recovers. Iloski in the box. His shot cleared off the line. Stephen Carroll said no this time.
That's the second time Stephen Carroll's done that at home this year.
Boy, Brian Iloski had to already have had the goal on his stat sheet.
You forgot about number 5. And the crowd giving him some well-deserved love.
Stat that always stirs emotion in City fans. Stephen Carroll, the longest tenured captain in Detroit sports right now, which is an incredible statement.
And you know what? He's earned the armband for every bit of that.
Oh, no doubt. And usually with Stephen Carroll, as we get another look at the play, you talk about how it's never a fire drill with him. Everything's cool, calm, collected. It's so easy. It's rarely you see him have to make a splash play, but that was a splash play.
And you saw it there on the replay. I love the shot.
It was still cool, calm, and collected. Yeah.
There was no excess movement. Just got to the post. Yeah. Looked like he was playing a little training drill. Just kind of cleared that out.
And that filled this stadium with some emotion, John, and it seems like it's carried over right now. Detroit City FC has some jump.
And Stephen Carroll just out there like, yeah, it's a Saturday. I'm going to work. Sometimes play like that can really energize a club.
Steinwasser looking for Simonson, and the foul will be called. That goes against Knockham.
Again, another really easy decision for the referee to make. He goes over the top of him and puts, you can go over the top, you can jump over the top and have position. The minute you leverage that position with an elbow on the back of an opposing player, you're going to get called for that 10 times out of 10.
You're okay when you go straight up and down, and actually that's actually a pretty good job there.
Yeah, but he put
by Simonson.
But he put 2 hands on the shoulder of Simonson. You just don't do that. That draws the referee's attention to it.
Maxi Rodriguez will line it up. It's not past Maxi to give one a go here.
And Shetler will know that.
Maxi Rodriguez gives it a go. Shetler goes down to a knee to make the grab.
Unfortunately, he gave it a go right at Shetler.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of challenge there.
I think Maxi would be the first one to tell you he'd like to give that one another run. McNulty with it. Partner, about a half hour and some change to go in this match, as we will get some substitutions here for Orange County.
So Brian Iloski is going to come off in favor of Ashish Chata.
Thomas Amang will come on as well. And Mark McNulty comes off to complete the switch.
All right, let's set it up, partners. We hit 60 minutes on the clock.
Oh, and there will be a booking on the way off the pitch for Mark McNulty for not exiting the pitch in a timely manner. It's probably my guess.
He also may have had an opinion he wanted to share on the way off. But I think you're right, partner, because immediately after you said that, I took a look at our referee, and he went and tapped his wrist, which means he stopped his watch.
Yep.
All right, let's set it up. Half hour to go. What does City need to do? Plain and simple, got to have more possession with intent rather than possession. Got to keep moving forward. Can't sit with the ball in your own third and wait for the perfect pass. You got to try to press forward and create things. On the other side for Orange County in the last 30 minutes, frankly, more of the same. They've done about everything you could possibly do. By all rights, should probably be up 2-0, were it not for Stephen Nothing Phases Me Carroll.
Right. Mumenta. And don't forget, too, there are some cards to play on the bench for Trevor James as well, namely number 92, Dario Suarez, who they just recently acquired.
So among the availables that could come in, I would not be surprised to see Yazid Matthews make an appearance and Dario Suarez make an appearance.
And Skage Simonson, and Shuttler saves the lead for Orange County. Skage Simonson cannot believe it.
He'll see that one in his nightmares. That was on a plate there for him. And Shuttler, to his credit, decent positioning. But look at this. This is what you need to see more of. Great play on the wing. Checks up the ball. First touch across. And if Simonson is able to handle that first touch, there's nothing Shuttler's going to be able to do.
Corner kick brought to you by Misdig811.org. Know what's below and visit Misdig811.org before any digging project. Not much there for Detroit City. Among with it. Both players go down. This could be a booking also, and it will be. And there's a good 7,000 people here. 7,000 referees that disagree with that call. Reese Williams upset.
Very fast play. I'd have to see a replay. That's... Here's Williams. Okay, he hooks the arm around.
I think that's just two people going for the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, we talked about the two hands on Simonson, and where he got the benefit of the hand being in the wrong place. The first move on that stretch there was Reese kind of using the arm to hook around. Now you've got the referee's attention. Now the other player goes down, whether or not it is a 50-50 ball, and I think you're probably right there. The first action was Reese hooking the arm around, and the referee will have that in the back of his mind.
Reese Williams with the touch over in front of the Orange County bench. Throw-in coming. Owen Lamb will trot over to toss it in. Lamb played in a match for the LA Galaxy last year. Played his college soccer at Cal State Fullerton. Played 61 matches for LA Galaxy too. Reese Williams taken down. And this will be a booking too, because that stopped this possible scoring opportunity for Detroit City FC.
And that's a good decision by the referee there too.
It's a good decision on the foul too, because that could have been trouble.
Yep. Our referees tonight have done really a very good job, Neil, of not letting the game get out of hand.
I'll say this too. They've never fallen for the theatrics.
Nope.
People asking for calls on both sides.
And they're not allowing the debate society either.
Nope. They make their call. They put the spray on the ground. This is where you're kicking it from. Let's go.
And we've seen more and more of that this year now that USL Championship are using the pro referees.
Yep.
We've seen them come down into this division. There are points of emphasis that are put out by the league and the referees every week. We're reminded of them, and the referees do a very good job of holding to that.
And there will be some subs for Detroit City FC. Matt Lewis will come in. Yazid Matthews will come in. And Dario Suarez will come in as well. So the cavalry has arrived for Detroit City FC.
I told you I thought we'd see Dario and Yazid. Matty Lewis comes on as well. Fresh legs in all facets of the game. You're taking off guys that have run a lot. You're putting on an injection of pace and a proven scorer in Dario Suarez.
Substitutions brought to you by CVY. Wear it, feel it, play it. CVY Luxury Performance Wear. Reese Williams trying to make the move. Owen Lamb did well to hold his ground. Among able to head that one back, and Nate Steinwasser will retreat to the 18 so he can pick it up. And as Ludacris would say, roll out. Dario Suarez made the run, but the whistle sounds. '68th minute. Matt Lewis. Good to see Matt Lewis back out there on the pitch.
Dealt with some injury issues. Been hard for him. So one of the things we're seeing just in the first couple of minutes of Dario Suarez being on the pitch and up front, he is immediately challenging the 5 defenders at the back to all keep their shape. Anytime you put 5 defenders at the back, if you're a team like Orange County, it requires all 5 of them to really stay in line. Because even if the 2 guys are marking you are forward of you, if somebody on the wings there doesn't take a step back in time, you can be in. And Dario Suarez lives on the back shoulder of a defender.
Suarez takes possession of it. Gasso unable to control it. Chata through the middle. Dario Suarez played for the Cuban national team in the 2015 Gold Cup. 30 goals and over 75 matches played for FC Tulsa. This portion of the match brought to you by Baobab Fair. Here comes Orange County one more time. Iloski goes down. Official says play on. But nope, the whistle will sound, and I'm not sure that it will be Matt Lewis on the grab that gets the yellow card. So this is a dangerous setup now for Orange County.
Good job by the official, though, if he was going to call the foul, to say that the contact started outside the area. And let's take a look at the replay here. Yep, right outside the area. Referee spot on it.
Matt Lewis dinged with that call, so here we go. And John, this is one of those situations, though, where you don't have a ton of real estate to go over the wall but under the bar. You have to be a very, very high-level goal scorer to be able to do that. Does Orange County have anybody out there right now that maybe fits that bill? A number 7, right?
Like a guy who's won some kind of golden shoe
right.
type award.
Milan Iloski.
Here's why he's so dangerous in a situation like this. If you look at the way he shoots, he'll take a look at where a keeper sets up, all right, and he will make a keeper move.
There are a couple of choices.
The wall is so big that it can work as a screen. 8 in the wall for City, all standing on a 6-yard box. And 3 in there for Orange County. So you got 11 players across on that wall. That's tough for Nate Steinwasser to see the ball.
Don't forget about Scott standing right next to Iloski there on the right side of the D. Iloski runs up, sends it over top of the bar, and it's just such a tough ask, John. When you're that deep on the free kick, you have to be so precise.
I'll tell you what, and he tried to bend it under the bar.
He did.
It's just gonna ride, you know, on a humid night like this, it's gonna ride the wind a little, gonna ride the air a little bit, kind of floated on him.
Here comes City. Suarez the target, headed away by Lamb. This portion of the match presented by Salim Dental, the official dentist of Detroit City Football Club. Steinwasser will come off the line, and we will get a whistle and a booking on Stephen Carroll, and that will not be popular.
Stephen Carroll is normally very cool and collected as a captain. He is somewhat less than cool and collected right now. Let's take a look. Of all of the decisions this evening, that one might be the most questionable. Didn't look like there was too much in the way of contact there, but the referees have done a good job tonight. We will give them the benefit of the doubt.
Andrew Fox will come into the match, as will Daniel Peterson. Kyle Scott comes out. Seth Kasipli will come out also. So Kasipli, the USL veteran, over 165 matches played, has run his race here in the 73rd minute. Off the restart, ball driven in. Gasso battles for City, turns away Ameng. Carroll overcooks that pass, and a very deliberate throw-in will happen for Orange County.
It's almost time for the last call. We should head to the bars. Before the 75th minute.
Iloski off the volley sends that one wide, and you saw that building.
And look at how much space he had, Neil. Good Lord, they gave him 2.5 yards of space again? You can't do that. You just can't allow him to escape into pockets like that. He just bides his time and bides his time and then gets into a space like that.
Amumensa. Gasso touches it back to Lewis. O'Neal Fisher. Will the right side work for City? Rodriguez direct, looking for Suarez. He's 1v3. Yazzie Matthews steps in for some pressure. Gasso gets in there and creates the turnover. Now Maxi Rodriguez.
Don't just lash it, set something up.
Tried to thread the needle, the Dario Suarez.
And the back five just got in there and congested everything.
John, I'm getting the feeling Dario Suarez is gonna do something significant here coming up in the next couple. You see it.
He's hungry for it.
Yep.
The 5 at the back, he is counting on one of them being out of shape. And if they can find a pass, he will be in on goal.
Matt Lewis tracks back, clears it out. Lamb sends it right to Connor Rutz, and Rutz was bumped and grinded by Daniel Peterson. Yazid Matthews, can he track it down? He cannot. Just slightly too much mustard on that hot dog. Let's get you tonight's Fago trivia answer. And the answer is Napa Valley 1839 FC. LaRouche faced off against them to kick off the 2019 Members Cup. It won 4-0 on the road. So congratulations to our winner. We tweeted that at Detroit City FC, and your Kroger gift card good for Fago products.
Look at the back line for Orange County. They're just daring City to come forward. Here are 5 of us. Come at us.
And in the meantime, John, even through that, they've been so tough to crack in the midfield. Everything is right like we're seeing here. Goes in on the right side, turn it around, drop it back. Try the left side, turn it around, go back. Orange County's been flawless defensively through almost 78 minutes.
You know what? They're really Neil, it's a 5-3-2. And the 3 in front of the back 5 have really shut down the ability to switch and the passing lanes. If you're watching out there.
John, you've heard me make this comparison before. How you can tell Orange County is locked in defensively with their shape on the back line. It looks like the old Atari game, Space Invaders.
Yes.
With perfect spacing, they all move in unison. And there's not really much you can do. You have to create a gap somehow, some way.
Yeah, and you know what else it is? The old game Pong with the really big paddle.
Yeah.
That really big paddle in front is doing their darndest and really communicating well with each other. Look at that.
Over top.
They tried to go long ball to Suarez. 3 Orange County defenders track it down before Dario can get there.
And now we have an Orange County player down. Gives us an opportunity to tell you our friends at the Garrett J. Verber Company have made a generous donation to the Detroit City FC Youth Program and are matching all donations up to $50,000. Scan the QR code on the screen now and support youth soccer in the city of Detroit. John, we've seen it, the success that the Detroit City youth clubs have had around the state of Michigan. We've talked about Dominic Gasso as well. He's a Grand Blanc High School graduate on a USL Academy contract with Detroit City FC. The movement is coming with youth soccer in Detroit. It's here, and you're going to see the fruit that comes from that harvest.
You know, it's interesting. I happen to live in the Plymouth Canton Westland area, and there are so many kids who are in DCFC youth programs. And the fun part of that really is when I talk to them, and some of their parents will know that you and I work together, what the kids are most proud to say is, I want to play for DCFC someday. So what you've done by getting involved in the youth program there is give, and this was the motto when it was first started, a club that you'll never grow out of. And so those kids, they've taken some great youth soccer setups, and they're
here tonight.
They're here today. And we always have youth teams walking out with the players. They really become part of the DCFC family from a very young age.
And Kevin Partita is down and hurt, and he will actually come out of the match. And Karady Oshandina will come into the match, who's just 19 years old. 27 matches played last year as an 18-year-old for Orange County. So speaking of youth soccer, there you see another example of it. And O'Neal Fisher will come out of the match for Detroit City FC. Richard Ballard comes in. Substitutions for Detroit City brought to you by CVY. Wear it, feel it, play it. Luxury performance wear.
City actually out shooting Orange County in shots on target 3-2 right now, Neil. But on target has not resulted in a goal. And Shetler with the biggest save of the night on that flying save near the top corner.
Now see Matthews tried to step through, and that whistle will go against Orange County. And now City will have a chance off the set piece. When you saw Dario Suarez go and take that ball from the official.
Mine.
Yeah.
Like the seagulls in Finding Nemo. Mine, 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 mine.
The Suarez have some more Keyworth magic. Ballard up there as well. Drama here at Keyworth in the 83rd minute. Suarez runs up, curls it. Couldn't find a runner for City. Ballard has it.
Oh, nice move by Dario.
Dario lets it rip and it skips up. And Shuttler makes the grab.
That's a great first step by Suarez. Got the ball back, couldn't really advance into position to get on the end of the ball. Knew he had to do something himself. Good step around the defender. He just scuffed the shot a little bit.
I'm glad you brought that up, John. We haven't seen that in the attack enough here tonight, where Dario Suarez just said, hey, we're going to make a move here.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the one to do it.
Yep.
A little head fake, side step. Whoops, there's a lane. Here I go. And that's what he was traded for.
Next 5 minutes, the broadcast presented by Fort Pontchartrain Hotel in downtown Detroit. Official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. 84th minute, Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Keyworth Stadium, 1-0 Orange County. Got a goal in the first half. They've made it stand. Both managers have made their chess moves. Ball pinged down the pitch. Reese Williams gets it on the end of it beautifully. Well, heck of a job by Reese Williams. Goes towards the back post. Dario Suarez! And exploding off the turf was Shuttler to make the grab.
That is the sign of a very confident keeper. Because if you have the presence to know you can get to that ball with not much of a run up, if you miss at all, Dario Suarez is going to equalize this game. He takes one step back, gets the vertical, makes the catch. Shetler and that good catch and his great save are the reason his side are poised to come out with all 3 points.
Powers chips it up ahead. Gasso does well to play it away. Crowd of over 6,600 here at Keyworth on a beautiful Saturday night. And as I always say, pound for pound, the best soccer fans in America. That's it, that's all.
facts, not opinion. Nice touch out wide. Another move around the defender. Now do something with it.
Ballard in some space. Ballard steps over. Oceandina played it away. And that whistle will go against Orange County. And City will get another crack at it from a dangerous position on a set piece. This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by Misdig 811. Know what's below and visit misdig811.org before any digging project.
Good job by the official to count out the full yardage.
Suarez, Ballard, Connor Rutz over there.
I still think this is Dario.
Here we go. Dario runs up. Dario puts it on frame, but again, it's the middle of the cage. And Shuttler, all he had to do was secure it, and he did.
2 set pieces, 2 shots right at Shetler, and Shetler does his job. A beautiful fizzing ball. He wanted more bend on that, I can guarantee you, side to side. It didn't bend. Shetler read it well. He's had a match tonight too.
I think Reese Williams wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Stephen Carroll takes it back. Flicked ahead by Maxi Rodriguez. Ballard makes the run. Dario has it. Dario hooks it across. And Ballard, I think, broke off his run or was late getting there. Dario just let him too much. I'll tell you this, though. Dario Suarez and Richard Ballard have come into this match
and changed things.
And asked some questions.
And I think Dario he was between the decision to either shoot or pass. And I think he was trying to lead it. Maybe should have taken the shot.
Everything has changed offensively for Detroit City FC in the last 10 minutes.
They're trying to answer.
Shuttler stood his ground for Orange County SC. And this has been a very stingy Orange County side, certainly over the course of the last 4 to 5 matches.
I think much like Detroit City, they're finding a little bit more about who they are and what they can be.
Matt Lewis took it away. Boy, great touch by Ballard to Maxi. Maxi pings it up looking for Connor Rutz. Stepping up is Reese Williams. Williams. Suarez will win the corner. Or excuse me, that was Yazid Matthews. Yazid Matthews will win the corner for City, and it's another corner brought to you by Mistig 811. Know what's below and visit mistig811.org before any digging project. And we have a player down for Orange County. And there will be a booking. Boy, and it is a very heated Marcus Nakim.
I think he's wondering why there wasn't a foul called against Detroit City. And I think he might have talked his way into a booking.
Corner service from Maxi high, arcing the header, and the stop is made by Shuttler. He was at the right place at the right time.
He read that very well, Neil. You can watch him shading over, following the corner, and he got into a great position to just be there and handle the high bounce. 5 minutes of stoppage time.
And as always, stoppage time brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. And Among is down on the turf. Morton Carlson talking to the official, but there will be 5 minutes of stoppage time. So the clock not an ally for Detroit City FC.
And Orange County doing their best to just take some of this time. Stay within the bounds of the laws of the game.
Powers. And the flag is up, I believe. Can't quite see the corner official, but it looked off.
Yep.
Steinwasser pings it down the pitch. Rutz unable to win the ball. Can Matt Lewis track it down? He does. Flicked on by Yazid Matthews. Dario gave chase. Throw coming up for City. Boy, Yazid Matthews really gained some real estate there. Gasso.
He has had an outstanding performance tonight since coming on for Lejo. Just a really workmanlike effort.
He's got to be in the running for man of the match, you would imagine. Oh, and that whistle will go against Detroit City.
They're saying handball.
Richard Ballard, very courteous as he walked over and placed that down right in the exact spot. Very nice of him.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure everybody knew where it was supposed to be.
And that whistle will go against Orange County. So here we go again. In the dying moments of this one. Roughly about 2.5 minutes of stoppage time left. Ballard will line it up. Richard Ballard here in the dying moments. Ballard chips it in, headed away. Yazid Matthews steps over. Amu Mensah tries to circle the wagons, defended brilliantly. Amu Mensah gets around. Ballard one more time towards the back post. And a corner upcoming for Detroit City FC. Brought to you by Mistake 811. Know what's below. And visit mistake811.org before any digging project.
Great pressure by City in the last 15 minutes, Neil. Referee stepping in to stop some of the clutching and grabbing.
About a minute of stoppage time left. Corner service towards the back post, and the mixing bowl headed over top of the bar. And it's a goal kick coming up.
Couldn't rise high enough to get the front of the forehead on it. Just popped it off the crown. Very hard to control that. Richard Ballard with a beautiful corner. Placed in there very well.
Look at that, was textbook. When there's such a mass of humanity. Was that Amu Mensah in there? I mean, it was a literal mixing bowl.
City can be proud of the way they've played the last 15, Neil. They needed to play this way for the first 80.
Shuttler drives it. Gasso. Amu Mensah having some words with the bench as the Orange County bench held the ball away from Amu Mensah.
And there's going to be a booking. Red card.
And a red card will be issued to Kyle Scott. The issue is, though, for Detroit City FC, And Scott is hot right now.
He's trying to be led away by his coaches, and he doesn't want to go yet.
And Nate Steinwasser saying, hey, man, you got the red card. Like, you got to go to the locker room. That's just the way that it is. So the 5 minutes of stoppage time has evaporated. And here's the mad scramble. In the final moment of this one, Ballard.
Got to keep it moving forward. You play it back, you give the referee a chance to look at his watch. And that's it.
And the final whistle sounds, and Orange County SC hangs on to the 1-0 win here in Keyworth. Very impressive effort from the visitors from California. And John, they hold on in the last 10 minutes, and they did enough to win here tonight.
You know what, I stand by what I said at halftime and what we were both talking about. In terms of a blueprint for how to be clinical and win at Keyworth for the first 80 minutes, that was what Orange County gave us, and they deserve the 3 points.
And Detroit City FC loses by the score of 1-0. Tonight's final score presented by DTE Energy, and tonight's man of the match, the youngster Dominic Gasso, was pressed into big duty with the injury to Lay Jope, and he performed.
You know what? Just a end-to-end workmanlike effort. Wise beyond his years as a footballer. Great addition to this city club.
And now it's time to see tonight's shot of the match presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. And right out of the locker room, John, Detroit City FC came out and really did more offensively than we saw them do the entire first half, and Ben Morris had a go.
He comes in, gets it played back to him. A beautiful rising ball. Shetler gets up to make the save. That's really good play by the Orange County keeper. A nice leave by Simonson to set it up. And Shetler shut the door and preserved his side lead they would never relinquish.
And let's see tonight's Ally save of the match. We're all better off with an Ally. Learn more at ally.com. And Stephen Carroll was an ally for Nate Steinwasser, as it's actually Carroll who has tonight's save of the match. And this was just a big-time play by the captain, who always seems to make big-time plays.
Steinwasser's beaten. He's not going to be back in time to catch a ball cut across his body. It's the second time we've given Stephen Carroll save of the match this year at home here at Keyworth Stadium. And look at that. Cool as a cucumber. Just gets to the post, easily plays it away. That's why he's the captain, a worthy winner of tonight's shot of the match.
So we will take a break, come back, get you the highlights and the final stats from this one. Orange County SC, a huge road win, 1-0 over Detroit City FC, brought to you by DTE Energy.
Soccer, soccer, soccer. Watch it at Detroit's premier soccer bar, the Detroit City Clubhouse. We have domestic and international. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Enjoy cold beer. Don't forget to pies, pies, pies. The Detroit City Clubhouse. Perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Detroit City Clubhouse. Detroit's home for soccer, soccer, soccer.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is how legends are made. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads, or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month.
Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
FC, our final score brought to you by DTE Energy. Let's take a look, John, at how this all went down. Orange County SC, the first half, about as good of a first half as we've seen played by a visitor at the stadium.
You can take the about out of it. I think the
Right.
best first half. And it starts there in the 23rd minute. All of a sudden, play into the area, and look at Milan Olowski drift away and being about 3.5 yards of space. Nobody marking him until it's too late. And there's your goal of the match. And Milan Olowski doing what Golden Boot winners do, sliding in behind, sliding away from any defender. Everybody with their back turned to him. He says, "Don't leave me alone. You're going to pay." And Detroit City paid. Then, 43rd minute, Detroit City FC with one of the bigger defensive miscues of the night, and almost to Wayne Rooney from halfway. O'Neal Fisher blows the tire. Nate Steinwasher's out, trying to be a release valve on a pass, and Chip from halfway bangs off the post, or it could have been two. After halftime, Detroit City, this is our shot of the match. Thanks to Shetler, Orange County stays in the lead, and that's after the shot directed away, a beautiful leave by Skage Simonson. Ben Morris has a go after the leave by Skage, fights through a bit of a physical challenge. Morris puts it on frame. Shetler shuts the door. 60 minutes on the clock. City trying to get things done again. They go out wide, send it in. Skage Simonson, his best chance of the match. If he handles the first touch, we're tied at 1. He took an extra touch. That gave Shetler the confidence to charge, and Skage wants that back.
84th minute. Detroit City FC really went on the attack once Dario Suarez and Richard Ballard came into the match, and they created some opportunities, and here was a close call as well for Shetler, who always made the grab when he had to. Some chaos inside the 18. Ball headed down. Shetler once again makes the grab, and that would be that, and then provide your 1-0 scoreline. Highlights in our full-time match stats brought to you by Salim Dental and the shots department. John Krieger, 6 of them on target. A lot of those were in the final 10 minutes of the match. Detroit City FC, we really liked what we saw from Dario Suarez and Ballard out there.
And, you know, it's why he was traded for. Gives that seasoned front side to the forward line. Need to see more of that from City. A setback tonight. Got to get right back on it next week. And there, Josh Prentice, man celebrating with his family, dealing with colon cancer. And he is enjoying the last moments here at Keyworth Stadium tonight. All of our thoughts here at City with you, Josh.
Absolutely. City legend forever. No doubt about that. Detroit City FC falls to Orange County SC by the score of 1-0. And that will do it for our broadcast here tonight. My name is Neil Rule. For our entire broadcast crew, my partner, John Krieger. Going to remind you one final time, Detroit City FC falls at home 1-0 to Orange County SC. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great night. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.